Well. Back at it nonetheless once again for another workout. It's going to be chest and side delts today. And if side delts feel half as good as they did the last time I did them, this is going to be one amazing workout. And yeah, that's the sub muscle. Chest is like the main goal, obviously, but yeah. All right, so for daily devotion today, we've got Proverbs chapter 28, verse 22. He that has to be rich has an evil eye, and consider not that poverty shall come upon him. All right. So once again, I'm having a tendency to do this. I think I'm going to do this to every one of them. I just wanted to try it out the first couple of times, but I tried to think about what the verse meant to me, what I pulled out of it before reading the devotion. And I wasn't wrong necessarily, but I wasn't right either. I wasn't what the devotion specifically got into. My idea of that verse was that it was saying that you shouldn't be a person who cares about the worldly things. Like, you shouldn't prioritize worldly things. And I mean, no, you shouldn't prioritize worldly things, because when we die, we can't take them with us. And when it's time to go to heaven, God says when the horns blow, like, drop everything you're doing, drop what you have. Don't worry about your worldly possessions, because it's going to do you no good in the long run. But I was actually pretty wrong. One that it does talk about is that a person who is in a hurry to get rich will be possessed with poverty. So if your hunger and thirst for money and greed and all those things that come along with that is really heavy, and you're like, I want to get rich fast, and your only goal is to get rich, then you will be wrapped up in poverty faster than you know. And it'll happen before you can realize it. And that's basically what he's saying there. Is the one who's in a hurry to get rich is warned with the result of poverty. So obviously we don't want poverty, and you're supposed to be a generous giver. So those that are rich, those that do have plenty of money, and those who don't, I mean, you're supposed to give tithes on Sunday. You're supposed to, give what you can. And there's a quick story I'll tell that I remember from the Bible, that all these rich people were coming up to Jesus and giving their offering, their tithes, and then this one little lady walks up and she puts in 2 little coins while the rest of them were dumping in numerous amounts of money. And Jesus looks at his 12 disciples and says, "Listen here, that girl right there just gave more than everybody out here." Obviously, don't quote me, like that's not the specific verse, but he says along the lines of, this woman here has given more than any other person out here, because she gave what she had. She gave everything she had for him. So that's where that's leading to there. So it says, in a rush to increase our salary, this can cause us to make worse worldly decisions. So like, it can cause us to make greedful and spiteful decisions to hurry up and get there. So if your main focus is to get rich, then what you're doing is you're doing whatever it takes to get rich tomorrow. I mean, like, as fast as physically possible. So if you don't take your time, obviously everybody, you have to have money. The world goes around because you have money. You have to pay for gas. I want to be able to give tithes on Sunday, so I have to make a salary of some sort so I can be able to afford my bills and give to the church, so on and so forth. So you don't want to have to rush into that. But it also says here that the Bible does not condemn money. So it doesn't condemn the fact of using money or having money or anything along those lines. It doesn't condemn that. It just condemns the love and lust for money, because you're not supposed to love money. It's a popular and wide renowned known statement of the whole money is the root of all evil. And it absolutely is, because it causes so many problems between family, between friends, between relationships, like anything along those sorts. Money causes problems with it. So you're not supposed to have that love for money. You're not supposed to really be, you're supposed to wake up, go work, make you some money so you can pay bills, so you can go do things, so you can, give money to the church and stuff like that. But you are not supposed to have a love for money to the point where that's really all you care about. You put that in front of every one of your friends, every one of your family, all that, and above all that, you put it above God. And that's one thing that you're most definitely not supposed to do. Nothing goes before God, nothing goes above God. He is the all be all. So, pulling into the gym now, we've got chest and side delts. We're gonna crank this out. It's not gonna be a very long workout today, so there may not be as many clips of the workout. It may just be one or two of each movement, and then we'll just go from there. But other than that, I will see you guys in the first working set. All right, so after a little bit of warm up, we sat down here at the incline Smith machine. We're gonna crank this out for maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 sets at most, I think, and then we're gonna go to some dumbbell incline. Another one just like the last. Dropped the weight a little bit. Didn't get as many reps as I'd like to with 225, but it's whatever. We did a drop set and cleaned it up anyways. Probably do the same thing here. This will probably be the last set. Dumbbell incline. We're just going to get right after this one. Done warmed up a little bit. Come on, come on. So I may or may not have overestimated the strength slightly on that first set. We went for 85s, and I think if I was fresh I could have got it, obviously, but it is what it is. Did a drop set, cleaned it up a little bit. We dropped down weight now, so hopefully we'll get 8 to 12 here and hit them pretty clean. One final set of these, and then we'll move on to something else. Sliding over here to incline machine press. We're just gonna rep these up for a couple sets. I've already done one set, so we're just gonna do another one here. No flies today. We're just gonna move right on into some side delts now. So I've warmed up on these a little bit, got the crunchiness out of the shoulders, if there was any. There wasn't, but we're just gonna crank these out for 6, 7, maybe 8 sets or so. I've already done one set, it felt pretty good, so probably gonna stay here for the whole time. The gym was surprisingly very packed today. So, I mean, for the time that I felt like I got there, which on a Friday at, like 9:45, somewhere in that area is what time I got here. It was very full of people. So, and it was obviously different people than what I normally see. I always get you have your buddies at the time that you normally go, like that they all show up at the same time every single day typically, but some days I get to go in early and get it on done, so now I have the rest of the day to travel actually, but normally I can come in and get it done early, and then I have the rest of the day to just kind of chill out, eat some food, and hang out for a little bit. But chest and side delts are complete. Side delts was very simple. I sat down on that side lateral raise machine, and I did some feeler reps, and then I bumped it up to a weight that I thought I could handle, and did a set before I started recording, and it felt awesome. So I just never moved from there. I did 7 sets there. I think it was either 6 or 7. I did a little bit lower there. I was starting to get pretty fatigued because that machine, it works really good, but it's like a heavier load kind of machine. So it's not like the burnout kind of thing, which sometimes is a good thing to mix it up, but chest was a little different today. I didn't do any flies to finish it up, and typically I'm gonna do some kind of flies during my chest workout, which I don't mind not doing it, because what I really called myself doing there, why I finished when I did, was because I did the machine press at the end, and I dropped the weight, and I never went to lockout. So it almost felt like it almost did the same motion as a fly, I guess. I widened my hands out as far as I could go on the handles, and then I just came back and let it stretch, and then I'd push it forward as much as I could, and then I'd just come right back down slow and stretch at the bottom, almost letting I wanted to make the rubber piece touch the back rail of the machine, if you know what I'm saying there, but just barely touch it and then blast off again. and never lock out, so I never gave my chest a break. And I did that for 1 or 2 sets. So I finished that up with that. And so what we started off with Smith machine, incline Smith. Had 2 plates on there. It was a little heavy. I typically really like to have some assisted reps on those because I don't know why, but the Smith machine just has a really hard sticking point for me, and like it gets right there, and I can't get it above that. But like it's really good for partials and stuff like that, but it's hard to do partials whenever you don't have somebody there to kind of pick it up off of you so you can do a negative type of deal. So I mean, it's no big deal. Moved on from there, went to dumbbell incline. It felt really good. Started off like I think I grabbed the 50s or something and just kind of threw that around, got used to the movement. It's not like I'm warming up. It's not like I'm trying to fatigue myself anymore because I've already done some chest, so I should be good and active. But whenever I started that, I grabbed the 50s, just threw it around for like 3 or 4 reps, and then I picked up the 85s, or I think I went to 70s and hit it for 1 or 2, and then I grabbed the 85s. That way I didn't do a huge weight jump. But once I grabbed the 85s, I thought I could get them for at least 8. I was really hoping for 8. I think I got it for 6, but I'm pretty happy with that after, a couple sets of chest already, and it felt really good. I got deep on the stretch of it, and I feel like they were really solid reps, so I'm okay with that. And then I dropped it to 60s, went 85 to 60, and either 60 or 65, it was one of the two, and cranked it out for I think 4 or 5 more reps, whatever, just to finish that set off, because I don't feel complete with a set if I did 6 reps. I don't know what my mind does, what I end up telling myself, but it ain't no big deal there. Just grab up some more weights and throw them dudes around for a drop set. And if you're asking me, sometimes drop sets feel way better than just regular sets because you can get so much more of a burn, like a ridiculous amount of a burn, rather than just stopping at failure with your top set, like with your heavier weight. So sometimes if you can fight through that burn, grabbing up some heavier weight is really helpful, and I found that to be true today. But I went incline Smith and then to incline dumbbell, and then into that machine press. So I did, I think, 3 sets of incline Smith, and 2 of them were drop sets. Then I did 3 sets of dumbbell incline, and 2 of those were drop sets. Then I did 4 sets of machine press, but I mean, I say 4 sets of machine press. 2 of them were like really machine press, heavier weight, kind of locking out at the top so I can get a little bit of rest so I can get ready for the next rep. And then I did 2 sets of the dropped weight and like really not locking out, kind of just flaring them dudes out and nailing them. The reason why I didn't do any flies is because the pec deck was taken, every cable stack was taken, and I'm not going to sit there and lose my pump over waiting for a machine. So I'm just going to find something else that I can do. I'm gonna improvise. So that's what I did. It worked out. It felt really good. It might even get thrown in for another workout like that. So whichever way. And then, like I said, sat down on the side lateral raise machine and just cranked them dudes out. I kind of wish I would have went over and did some like single arm cables just to finish it off. Maybe like do 1 or 2 less sets of the seated lateral raise and then just crank out some single arm, but I didn't. It is what it is there. But got to go in here, eat some food. I've got another Walmart pre-made salad, and those are fire. If you haven't had one, like little cup of ranch dressing they send with you. They send you some like some ham. They send you some turkey, some cheese, and then like Romanian lettuce or whatever it is. And it's really good. It's a really good mix. I enjoy it a lot. But other than that, next will be back. So there's going to be a break in the videos should be a day break from legs, and then there's going to be a day break for turkey hunting. I'm going to go turkey hunting. So there will probably be a rest day at the gym. I've been like 6 or 7 days straight right now, so it'd be all right for a good little rest day. And if I can make it to a gym, by golly, I'm going. So if I feel good, I'm going to try and make it to a gym if I have access to one. So I will see you guys next time for back.